Hello and welcome to Let's Play Endless Space 2, Series 8, Episode 53. I'm JC Proton. We are picking up at turn 123. We are playing a standard faction of the Unfallen on Endless Difficulty in a normal speed game. I just noticed that the color has changed to blue. So it is no longer, the galaxy is no longer dominated by the Horatio. It's still that same alliance, but it's now the Sophons apparently have taken the lead in the alliance. Lots of good stuff happened in this turn, man. We are going to continue some aggressive activity with the Cravers. It's going to include a few small fleet battles. Probably going to be invading, doing at least ground attacks on 3 Craver systems, probably here at Amosa and Fad, and quite likely over here at Seganus as well. And our vine ships have been doing the vining thing, and we'll see if we can maybe find another spot or two for us to do some entwining. Excuse me. Also, we our new trade routes. Our new trade routes are in. We're going to be looking at those. We had built a couple of trade subsidiaries at DADB. Actually, ended up having to replay this the turn because my game had crashed. So the turn from the last recording, I ended up replaying it. I kept it as much the same as possible, so it's virtually no difference. But anyway, in case you might spot a small change here or there, that's why. And we're going to be doing some more Pacific conversions. We're going to grab up some more of these systems, which I'm sure the Horatio are going to be none too happy about. But going to want to go ahead and try to grab up, maybe get Tylus, maybe get Sathras, maybe get Andromeda and ESO. Those would be some systems I might grab up, since those have, dust, water, and protospores. That's what we're going for here, and we're going to be making some decisions here. I think we're going to go ahead and commit to our level 3 and level 4 modernization resource selections, and then kind of get that locked in, and start moving towards getting that optimized. Got a lot of events that happened. It looks like several quest type things happened here, so we're gonna be looking through some of those, or all of those, I guess. So a lot of stuff to do in this turn. Not sure. I'm thinking this recording might be kind of long. We'll find out. I'll try not to extend it unnecessarily, of course. So with all that said, let's get rocking and rolling here. So I want to knock out the little annoying attacks that we do, to just kind of pick at the Cravers' little food ships and such, their little transport fleets. See if there's anything else we can pick off real quick and easy here. Looks like that ship is still en route, not quite to Zubin yet. Here we go, Thea. We can do one at Thea. And I already did click move all fleets just to get that knocked out. And I guess that's it for the easy, quick stuff. So 900 and 900. I got a comment on the last video by Marcel Olver, something to the effect that it's interesting to note how the peaceful tree faction has been spreading its roots and destroying every civilization in the process. Uh, and, uh, and I replied something to the effect of, well, according to our newly constructed Ministry of Truth, the galaxy is filled with chaos and violence, and the Unfallen are bringing peace and stability to the yeah, to the galaxy. And he said something about, yeah, the roots are getting dirty. He's like, yeah, well, the trees have to understand that the roots are going to get a little dirty. It's a kind of a little bit messy process, making things better. But, honestly, the Unfallen do have an extremely diverse population, right? As far as like, they're super duper inclusive, right? Like literally everybody gets to gets to continue to exist. It's not like not like the Horatio who splice people away or populations away, or the Cravers who just devour them, right? So enslave and devour. So I think we can put a positive spin on it. But yeah, Ministry of Truth. Propaganda for sure. For sure. All right, so let's see. We've got this fleet at Antares of 3 damaged butchers that are going to need to get handled. And it looks like the fleet that was heading to Idris has turned around and is on its way back. It's 2 damaged butchers and a slicer. So that's only 6,000 attack. I could maybe, if I think maybe this fleet, since these guys are guarding, if I move my fleet there, then their movement will be ended. So maybe what I'll do, but these guys aren't going to get there yet. So that'll be fine. We'll go there. We'll destroy these guys, finish them off, and then we'll give this fleet orders to come over here to Wee, and then when we do start next turn, we'll move all fleets, and by the time these Cravers arrive at Wee, our main fleet will be there, and then we'll be able to finish them off next time. Yeah, that works. All right. Got that sorted out. All right, cool. So we can leave a fleet of guards at Wyrix, I guess. We'll figure that out. That might even happen later at the end of the turn. Sure. This is the biggest fight we got going. Boom. Let's hit them. We outgunned them by so much. We probably don't even need to do repair and recover. We can probably just go full reserves. And our firepower is going to be so overwhelming. We'll just mop the floor with these guys. Yep, I think that's how it's going to go. That was really quick. I think I saw railgun. Oh, that was nice. That was a nice explosion. We need more explosions. Okay. was that math like? Without missed shots. So yeah, we took 4,400 damage from their rail guns. We hit them with our guns, a little bit with lasers, a good chunk with beams. Their armor absorbed a little bit of damage. Their shields definitely absorbed 9,000 damage. So shields do what they do, man. Cool, but yeah, we smoked them. It's almost not worth a rewatch, but I kind of just want to take a peek at it from this point of view. Free scan. Those missiles didn't even hit. Oh, wait, maybe they did. Huh. Yeah, they did. Seemingly, but no damage. Hero leveled up. We'll guard for now. Yeah, and I'm a little bit undecided about whether or not I'm actually going to spend his skills on more fleet activity. Shield absorption. I think I'm just going to wait to assign his points.
Though we doubt the purity of your motives, the Protectorate has a proposal for you.
That's a lot of proto-orchid. 220 proto-orchid. I'm going to refuse that, but if I was to accept it, what would 220 proto-orchid be worth? $180,000 dust, roughly, probably a little bit less. Definitely over 150,000 dust. That's a lot. I'll tell you what, if I might take them up on that alliance if they make a sweet offer like that, if I'm already at war with this alliance. But I'm not going to do it and jump the gun to a war. But if that alliance declares war on me, then I don't really have anything to lose, right? All right, so let's take a look at. See, do we have any? Well, yeah, well, we've got some fighting to do over here. So these guys are going to have orders. We'll basically be moving them here. And I may shuffle some other fleets around to guard at Antares. Something like that. Okay. And then over here at Sirma, these ships are damaged. 3 butchers and 2 slicers. That fleet's only 12,500 attack and 2,600 defense. And they're at 28,000 hit points. So we're going to smash those dudes. And I think let's just go with, let's see, what's our attack? 58,000? Yeah. Let's do full reserves, man. We have them by so much offense. have them by a lot. Let's see, that's the hero ship. Yeah, hero can go up there. Of course, that'll get the hero blown up, but maybe we won't. There we go. That'll be fine. So that gives us a fire and the bastion. And then this is the oak forest. So these guys will fight primarily in lane 2 and then also 1 and 3. And these guys will fight only lane 3 and then lane 2. Okay, so lane 2 is going to get wiped out fast because it's going to be attacked by the whole fleet, and then this this medium ship in lane 1 will get taken out by this group in lane 2. Okay. I want to look at the math, and then I want to rewatch, and I want to see how many of those missiles are landing. Yeah, a little bit is landing. 2,100 railguns, our armor and shields, and us attacking them with guns, lasers, energy. Hull plating is not doing much, but their shields absorbed 16,500. So, okay. They did plasma distortion as their battle tactic to increase shield penetration. So they're really working on trying to get through our defenses by hitting us with railguns and shield piercing. Okay, I want to skip to the action here. Let's see how these missiles do. Yeah, they definitely were hitting. We did not shoot down those missiles. The second round mostly got shot down, but the first round did not. Excuse me. And then they got a little bit of repair. Remember the design on the oak forests, they have some repair in them. Right here. Yeah. So 5% repair per phase of the battle, and then 10% after the battle. So a total of 25% repair on the ship per battle. Pretty nice. And then these extreme orichalcix plating also repair damage based on the amount of damage that the armor is absorbing. So it makes them pretty robust against kinetic attack. Okay, and this hero has leveled up. Alright, I'm not really sure what I'm going to spend the points on. Probably, yep, damage on fleet. That'll work. Not a whole lot left to go with that hero as far as spending points. Let's see, what else do we have? Okay, so we saved the action point, right? Yes, we did, by choosing the battle tactic. Saves the action point, so then I can attack again. So let's leave these 3 thorns back here. And then we're going to move this fleet over to here. And we are guarding the system. Okay, and now we're going to thorn ships. Yeah, they can join the fleet, the battle fleet. Okay, those are all siege ships. Okay, we will attack with our fleet, and these ships here are not, yeah, they're not damaged. Okay, so we're going to attack. And are we damaged at all? Not really. We're attacking the Cravers. And full reserves is okay with me. I'm pretty darn sure they're going to run away anyhow. Can't. It wouldn't make sense for the Cravers to stay and fight when they're outnumbered that badly, so it should be a retreat. There they go, run away. Okay. And I think that's it for fleet battles. This is a legit fleet over here. They got a couple of oak forests in there, so them boys are for real. All right, let's attack. Ooh, you know, I want to talk a little bit about research since we're almost done. Man, we're at 230,000. We're going to want to increase our dust production, and we're going to want to make troops even better. So those are things to do. We'll circle back to that. Okay. So Amosa has... Which one to do? Let's do Fad first. Or we can do Amosa, that's fine. Okay, so there's no defenders left. Should be able to do guerrilla, no problem. And we'll watch the first battle, and then after that, probably, because all the battles against Cravers are going to look the same, so we'll just do one. Threw me there at the last second. I thought maybe we didn't wipe them out. I was like, whoa. Okay, cool, but we got them. Okay, so Amosa, if we pillage, a little bit of dust, 9.8 titanium. Not really great. Pillaging is like less awesome of an option at this point. Used to be more worth it to me, but now that I'm producing more resources, pillaging is less, I don't know, it's not as appealing. Let's go ahead and attack it. Fad. at that. Ground battle remains. Nice. Blowing stuff up. 82 defenders. We should still be able to take it with Gorilla. But you know, I want to be sure, so let's just go ahead and blitz it. Okay, looks like we got it. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I was thinking like, okay, we're just gonna pillage, we're just gonna raid, we're not gonna really conquer a whole bunch of the Craver systems. I was thinking that, but then I was like adding things up, and there are a total of 22 Horatio systems. There are only a total of 8 of the Lumeris. I'm kind of not really all that scared of the Alliance going to war with me at this point. I don't think they can stop me. So I don't think it's really necessary to hold back. Let's say there's the 8 Lumeris and the 22 Horatio. That's 30 systems. I can easily handle another 30 systems. Like if I just like take all of those, I prefer to do it Pacific conversion. But if they decide to go to war with me, that's actually kind of okay. I don't think it's gonna. I don't think they can take me down, man. Somebody stop me. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and start taking Cravers systems. I think that's how it's gonna go, man. I think that's about how it's gonna just start going. So yeah, let's take Fad. Let's see here. Fad. Decide Fad's fate. We're gonna occupy. Instead of pillaging or raising, we're just gonna. It's gonna be ours. And we're going to have to deal with depleted planets. We're going to have to hope that we come across in Horatio's space. Hopefully, you know, they did have the sowers, and sowers are able to reverse planetary depletion. Hopefully, Horatio did not splice all of the sowers away. And we'll be able to get some sowers and then move them into the Craver systems and get those things replenishing the planets. So let's go ahead and take Amosa as well. And see what Amosa looks like. Pretty decent, pretty depleted on a couple of planets. So that's Amosa. Fad has got nothing. Nothing at all, man. Okay, no big deal. So now we're at Seganus. I don't know if we're going to be able to do 176 because when he drafts, he's going to get another 200. I guess we'll find out. I think we'll go for it, man. We'll see. We'll see if we can get. We'll see if we can get it. I guess we're gonna find out. Ground battle. We're gonna go blitz. Oh, they do have aircraft, don't they? So since I'm going to be at war against Cravers, I guess I should go ahead and shuffle this around. to that in the future. Ooh, do I have enough? Yeah, let's get stronger. Okay, we're gonna blitz. We're going hard. Let's watch this one because they're gonna have aircraft. That'd be cool. Let's see. Oh, but I don't get to apply those changes that I just made because I'd already declared the attack. So we won't have it in our fight, but they will. We hit them pretty hard there. Yes, we did get it. Cool. I wasn't 100% sure we were going to get that one. Okay, great. Fantastic. And yeah, totally not worth pillaging. We're just going to occupy. Okay. Okay, looking pretty good. Score wise, we're up over 6,000 now. Excuse me. Okay, cool. All right, so we got. I think we're basically done beating up on Cravers at the moment. We'll end up moving some siege fleets around. We're gonna move ships into position and fleets into position to start taking down more stuff. Let's see here. So we can entwine. We got a Vine fleet here at Varen, right? So let's move them over here to B10 6805 and entwine, and that should take one turn. Yep. Okay. And then over here at Fad, let's see, where's our last Vine fleet? Okay, there's one there. I don't think we have vines down here. I'm pretty good about naming them vines. So there's vines there. They cannot quite reach that one. This fleet here of vines also cannot quite reach. Okay. That's unfortunate. I'll take a look at where, let's see, is this out of reach? Yeah, there's no vines here. No vines here. Cannot entwine. I could entwine, but you can't entwine enemy systems. Okay, so these will have to be conquered. These Craver systems will have to be conquered. Okay. Okay. Let's take a look at Seganus. Yeah, okay. All right, so we'll have to figure it out with the vines. I'll see if I can get them heading somewhere to do useful things. I'll look at that off camera and figure that out. Ugaro, I don't think I'll be able to colonize here until Canis influence radius goes away, which means I'd have to assimilate. I'd have to buy these guys out, and then I could get Ugaro, which has adamantium. So that is a thing that could maybe happen. Othero has adamantium, right? And Kerr has adamantium. Kerr I won't be able to grab. I think it's still outside of the radius of Zane, but it's within the radius of Duyel, right? So if I buy out Duyel, then I can colonize at Kerr. And we have a shortage of adamantium, right? We're producing 12 per turn, and versus antimatter we're at 72, right? So if I got Kerr and Othero and whatever Ugaro, that would be pretty nice, right? That would be pretty nice. But first things first. So right now we are producing resources at a rate of 19.9 protospores, 21.6 dust water. Okay, let's go ahead and commit to these improvements. So let's see, this one is going to be transvine and deciduous trees for our level 3 modernization. Transvine deciduous trees. Both of those we're producing abundantly. Okay, we are committed to those now. Now we're going to do dust water and protospores and gossamer for our level 4 modernization. So protospores and so yeah, dust water and protospores both are at almost 1 per turn, and then gossamer is at over 1 per turn. It's 62.8, and we're at 48 to do an upgrade, so definitely looking good there. Okay, so here we go. We're committing to it. Yeah, the hydromial is way less than the protospores, and the protospores go twice as far. Hydromial here would be 48 instead of 24, so that was definitely the right choice to make. All right, now we need to increase our rate of acquisition of those resources. So we're going to want to get ownership of, see, we have 118,000 and we're getting 17,000 more per turn, and we have law upkeep is 5220, and when we get a third system that we have bought out with influence conversion, then our law upkeep cost will drop in half. So right now we're spending 5,200 on law upkeep, so that's going to drop in half. So that'll give us an extra couple grand. So we'll be getting almost 20,000 influence per turn, which is pretty much about to do like one of these systems per turn. So on an ongoing basis, we'll be able to assimilate. We'll do a Pacific conversion, take ownership of one system per turn. We'll be able to have the resources enough to upgrade those systems. And we'll be able to, let's go ahead and get cultural and verdicts so that we can have autonomous administration. So we'll be upgrading our systems and then automating them, and that will allow us to continue to increase the maximum number of systems we can have without expansion disapproval. Something like that. Okay, so let's just go ahead and grab some of these. So Andromeda has okay, so the trade routes, Andromeda is double good because it counts on this subsidiary and this subsidiary. So that's like the first one I want to grab, and it has dust water. And then I'm going to want to grab ESO because it's also on both of those trade routes, right? So it counts double as well. So that's 25,000, and that is 16, almost 17,000. So let's do that right now. Of course, Horatio is not going to be happy about this. And we have 76,000 left. Let's go ahead and take Sathras. 53,000 left. Horatio's going like, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Take a look at these. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Coffee. We can do like one more. Okay, Otharo's 19,000. Duyel is 15, 16,000. I kind of want to get Kerr and I want to get Othero. Dudes, I think I'm going to do it. Let's see if it works. Maybe I'll be able to colonize Kerr. And let's go ahead and do Othero real quick. Yeah, we're down to 17,000, so we're going to stop here at this point. But I could see where we might grab Canis pretty soon. I could see where, like, we can't afford to do it this turn, but we might do Canis next turn and free up Ugaro, especially if that tactic worked over here at Kerr, and it lets us be able to, it lets us maybe be able to colonize over here. That will be amazing to get our adamantium flow up. And we'll see, what are we looking at flow rates here? Is there any change? 24, 23.6. Yeah. Okay. So grabbing those systems has already increased the rate that we're getting these resource deposits. So perfect. Love it when a plan comes together, man. So yeah, Horatio is like, whoa, dude, right? Because at this point he's, you know, yeah. He's not happy with the arrangement. For sure. Okay, we assimilated those things. We looked at our, made decisions about upgrading our systems. So we're going to start rocking on that. Probably off camera, I'm going to start blowing through, upgrading a whole bunch of our systems. Another thing I'm going to do is going to look at maybe building some ships for sale. It's a little tactic I have. Sell me. So I'll make these cheap little ships. Exploration ships. So in looking at these, the industrial cost to make this is a Heart class is 175, a Loam is 263, a Thorn is 263, Vine 1400. So and then these others require strategic resources, so they're out. Excuse me. What I'm looking to do here is just build ships that I'm going to sell to the market. Just as garbage ships, basically. Let's see, we'll do a little teeny tiny armor. We'll do a little teeny tiny shield. The weakest ones. We'll do a little teeny tiny gun of the weakest type. Let's see, that's 23. Might even go with a laser. 20. Yeah, 20 is less than 23. Okay, so I'm making a really cheap ship, and then it's going to be, the engine is 20. probe. A probe is 30. There we go. So a really small, inexpensive ship. Construction is 311. What if I did an engine instead? $301. Yeah, we'll do that. 301. That's a nice round number. Okay. So we'll produce these in vast quantities if we're not needing to build any military. Basic plasma shielding. Yeah. And those are weak enough that I don't care if computer players buy those. So we can build those in vast quantities. They don't use very many troops. It's only 60 troops. And the political impact is it increases scientists, which is basically not military. So this is the more pacifist option way to go. And, you know, if I can stay at peace and do Pacific conversion, I'm totally going to do that. And I might even end up with Cravers. Next time they offer me a truce, I might actually accept it and let it stick. We'll see. Yeah, it might or might not happen. It might or might not happen. But anyway, all right, let's run through these events. Okay, we entwined. And these nebular clouds are here. Those are feeding Koyasil now at the AA system, our home planet. Might of the Endless was completed. Gives us more command points, troop health and damage, and manpower capacity on Empire. So I think what I'm going to do, excuse me, I want to have the option of, just like we were doing industry into research, I want to have the option of doing industry into dust, so we can crank up the dust that we're producing by a lot. And then, so we're going to do that, and then we're going to also grab these two, really just for the military troop increase. I don't think we're going to build interspecies cooperatives because they cost 25 adamantium, so not feeling that. And fabrication license, also kind of unlikely unless we get to the point where we have a lot of adamantium. We'll see. So we'll get all those flowing. It's going to take a few turns before we get to the point where we're doing autonomous administration, building those. So we're going to have that a little bit later in the queue. Let's see. What did we build in our systems? This is what we built. Still got a few terraformings going on. Some microwave pipes. We built those two trade subsidiaries. This guy leveled up. Sure, more food. This is on BN, Bravo November. This is the one that's really crazy, is over here. 10% influence. Science is not worth anything. Okay. So BN. That's fine. Population grew. See, some of our systems were as high as 55. Okay, I'll move that stuff around off the camera. We lost a Bogaba at DB3. We're still at negative growth. Okay. Maybe I need to move some population around here a little bit. They'll come around. They're mutinous right now. We just they're one of our very recently acquired systems where we built our trade subsidiary. Excuse me. That governor is going to be leveling up. As a governor, that's a good choice. 40% troops. That helps with the sim camp, the industry from sim camp. So that's a good, easy pick. Okay, solo quest started for Cephalopod Envy. So they want preferential treatment. You know, lobbying must stop or appease them. So possess at least one new toxic planet. And that gives us approval. And that gives, if we eliminate, then it gives us approval on our main population for 20 turns. Now these other sea-dwelling creatures are lobbying to recognize special needs, crush the movement. I mean, we'll easily get either one of these because we're taking systems right and left, so we'll be able to pick up a toxic planet somewhere pretty quick. If we'd made this decision earlier in the turn, it probably would have already been fulfilled. But I think I want the pacifist option. And we are set to complete this quest in 4 turns. Ghosts and Heroes. Ghosts and Heroes. I'm not remembering what that one is. Current quests. There we go. Ensure you have the highest level of Empire approval in the galaxy. Oh, I get 1,000 dust and 120 influence. Okay, that explains why I don't remember it. Excuse me. Pretty much going to win, and it's not super rewarding. It's okay. I mean, it's not bad, right? Okay, we completed. This is our faction quest. So the Unfallen are becoming more and more inquisitive about what is the nature of the heart. Listening to the heart and stuff. I'm not going to read it to you, but you're welcome to read it if you are so inclined, of course. You can just pause. Okay, so reach 40 positive diplomatic pressure with another empire. Heart's Ward. So we get this shield module. It uses antimatter. 50, 1600, and 650. How does that stack up? 50, 1600. Okay, it's pretty decent. Actually, we can just do it this way. Okay, so here's one of those shield modules. And compare that to what we're currently deploying for the most part. Versus these. So it's actually pretty decent. It's a lot of shields. So So let's say I went with a whole bunch of those. It's expensive on antimatter. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So even though it's only to antimatter, right? But on a big ship like this, everything is quadrupled, and then you have so many. So yeah, that's probably not going to be a thing we'll use very much of. Excuse me. Even though we do have a lot of antimatter, so we could kind of afford it. Okay, cool. Cooperative quest completed. An ounce of prevention. Okay, so this is we completed this and we won. We got the first place. We got that because we were doing bananas crazy amount of the urgent AI research. So all that urgent AI research is going to switch into something else. Yeah. And all of these no constructions are because we just got those systems. Either we conquered them or we just did a Pacific conversion. So we just picked up how many? There's 2 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We just picked up 8 star systems this turn. Hoo-wee. That's pretty aggressive. And our score's at 6641. Weren't we barely over 6,000 before? Wow. I think our score went up about 500 or 600 just now. Whew. Okay. Let's see. They retreated on that fight. And that's more of the Pacific conversion. Deed creator of infrastructure is completed. Cool. Now we have micro expression manipulation, so our upkeep cost should be half. Let's see. Yep, it says 20,000, and now it's only 2920. Oh yeah, we have more population now. So still, that's great. All right, so we're producing 20,000 influence per turn, which is enough to basically do a Pacific conversion every turn. So next one is probably Canis, and we'll take Ugaro. If it works out down here at Kerr that I'm able to do it. May have to do half. We'll see. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Very good stuff. Lots and lots of cool things happening. Just about through the turn. Let's take a look at any straggler fleet activity. See, I can move him around if I want. May do that. We got siege ships all over the place. Got Vine ships that we need to figure out where they're going. An Overwatch. Probably send the Overwatch to Amosa. Yeah. Let's see. Do I have one here already? No. Okay. Yeah, we'll send the Overwatch over here to Amosa, and we'll explore that right now. Here we go. Ground battle remains. $20 titanium. All right. That is a winner. Okay, cool. All right, and then what else do we have left? We have an Overwatch here at Varen. got Fidus locked down. Seginus. Yep, that's it. That's all we have left. Okay, cool. So that's all of the fleet movement. So we'll figure out where we're gonna siege and attack next. I'll have to look at that. I do want to get vine ships out here. I might need to run some kind of attacker out here just to clear out that little ship. Not that it's armed or anything. So, but anyway, I'll potentially do that. Make sure we have something in place to catch these two butchers and finish them off next time. And yeah, so probably a couple of, you could do one vine ship here and then the next turn go over here, right? Or I could do two vine ships down there. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. So that's kind of where we're at. We'll get into the whole conversation about trade routes and market, I wouldn't say market manipulation, market influence. As we get, this turn's already gone pretty long. I think, not that I haven't been watching the clock, but it feels like it's gone long. Once we have this, we'll talk more about the emergency labor policy and cranking out a whole bunch of dust, which drives up your dust inflation. So a good thing to do is when dust inflation is high, then prices are high. So what do you do with being profitable when you're working in markets, right? You buy low, you sell high, right? So the time to, if I'm going to be starting to do that dust manipulation producing thing where the inflation goes up, I'm going to end up doing buying of things now while the prices are low, and then when we're producing huge amounts of dust and the inflation goes up, then the prices all go up. So then that's when we're going to sell. Like if we want to sell our resources and sell these sell me ships that I'm making, we'll sell those. Then while we have high inflation, and then we'll switch back to we'll sell a whole bunch of stuff, get a whole bunch of money, and then cancel the dust producing, and that'll drop the dust inflation down, which will drop the prices down. And then with the prices lower, then we'll buy more stuff. We'll do a lot more buying of things, and maybe if the prices really drop nicely, we'll be able to level up our trade fleets a whole bunch. Like a whole bunch. So that's the thing. Like I could end up with millions of dust if I play it right. I can end up with millions of dust, and then like right now these are costing around 15,000 basically to upgrade. So we'll play around with piling up large amounts of dust, millions of dust, and then circle back to seeing if we can really crank these trade fleets up. And get them producing more luxury resources that we need to do more system upgrades so that we can increase the maximum number of systems we have, and then accelerate our expansion and bring more peace and order to the galaxy and limit the amount of chaos and violence and stuff. There's, your routes get a little messy, sometimes sorting things out, but it's all for the greater good. It's all for the greater good. All right, it's been a good long video, and thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you guys next time.